like as soon as I start talking, one of my kids gonna come down here. So I wanted to share with you all the new varieties that will be grown in Ashley's Urban Garden for 2026. Each year, I try to grow something new that I've never grown before. A couple of these varieties I have had in my garden, but I've not grown from seed. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to try and go in order of what I will be sowing first. So I know in the last video, or one of the last videos, I said that I was doing Utah tall celery, which I am. But I went to the garden store to get some more soil, and I saw this Marengo celery. So I'm going to do Utah tall as well as try this Marengo celery, which is a hybrid. Um, and it's 80 to 90 days, and most celeries are frost tolerant, so they won't tolerate a freeze, but they will tolerate a frost. So I will probably put those out late April, early May. So yeah, new variety of celery that I'll be trying. Next, I have grown Brussels sprouts in the past, but I've never really been successful. And I don't know if it's me just being impatient, um, but and pulling them too early. But I am going to do my regular, I think it's Groninger um, Brussels sprouts. But I also purchased this Brussels sprouts red rhubarb, and this is from So True Seeds, guys. So True Seeds has a sale that's going on through the end of the month, so act fast. I'm not affiliated, but they have free shipping. So I took advantage of that sale, and I bought these red rhubarb Brussels sprouts. They are heirloom variety. It looks like it dates back to the 1940s in the Netherlands. Very beautiful, bright purple 1-inch sprouts that are less attractive to pests than the green variety. So I'm excited about this. Although I will have most of my brassicas under cover. I have a bed that has insect netting. So that's where this will live. In addition to that, I am going to do white sage. And I will probably start my sage in February or March. Whenever I do start my seeds, I definitely will bring you guys along with me, but white sage is new for me. It is not a perennial here in zone 6, not this specific variety. So when I do sow it, I'll put it out in the garden, and then I intend on bringing it in as like a house plant. Um, I will also be doing peppers. So the next variety of peppers I grew last year in my garden plot, in my community garden plot, but I did not grow it from seed. This is the garden salsa um, from Seeds and Such. It's like a hot, medium hot pepper that kind of reminds me of jalapeno, like a cross between a jalapeno and a cayenne pepper, but it is green, and I use it in sauces. I'm also going to do unbeatable beet, and this was purchased from Gurney's. It's a red hybrid variety, I believe. Crunch a Bunch carrot, which is new for me, and then Berlin carrot. It's also a hybrid. These were all purchased from Gurney's. For tomatoes, the new varieties that I'm going to try are Big Daddy to grow alongside Big Mama. These are both burpee varieties. And it says breakthrough for taste, size, disease resistance, and yield. Produces huge 15-ounce fruits, and it's an indeterminate. And it encourages you to start 6 to 8 weeks before planting outside. I will start my tomatoes sometime in March, probably mid-March, mid to late March. I'll start these with the hopes of transplanting them out the last week of April to the first week of May, depending on the weather. So Big Daddy is a new variety for me. The next new variety is San Marzano 2. I did grow San Marzano last year in my community plot, and I was very, very impressed. But I think it was just a traditional original San Marzano. This is San Marzano 2, purchased from Johnny's. Next one is Cherokee Carbon. I have purchased and grown Cherokee Purple before, which is one of my favorite tomatoes. And I believe I also last year purchased Carbon. So I was happy to see the combination of both Cherokee Carbon, which is a hybrid. This was also purchased from Gurney's. Next one is the Brandywine Sudaf strain in particular. I have grown Brandywine in the past, but never this Sudaf strain. I tried to find it last year, but by the time I was able to source it, it was too late in the growing season. So this is Brandywine Sudaf strain. I'm super excited to try this. I've heard lots of really good things about it. And this was purchased from Victory Seeds. The last new tomato is African Queen. I just had to grow this, guys, just off GP, just because of the name alone. And it is a beautiful, beautiful tomato. I purchased it from Tomato Fest website. If you, I will see if I can insert pictures of these varieties, but it's a beautiful tomato. African Queen. The next one is a squash. This is Rise and Shine Hybrid from Burpee. It's supposed to be a vertical growing squash that produces flavorful, bright yellow 4 to 8 inch fruits. Even in the modest sized gardens, bushy plants spread about 3 feet max, taking up less space than a typical squash. And the harvest is in about 55 days. So last year, I actually purchased this last year, and I did grow some starts, but I ended up giving them away to members of my community garden plot. But I didn't grow this in my garden, and I'm very, very interested to see how it does. My squash got very, very, very big last year, and it was overwhelming. And at the end of the summer, it was actually before the end of the summer, I ended up pulling it out because it was overwhelming me. So I'm interested in growing this. I usually grow lemon squash, which I love, but it gets huge. So I'm going to try this, this Rise and Shine hybrid, which is a yellow squash. I'm going to do my traditional zucchini. I think it's called Black Beauty zucchini, which I've grown before. So it's not on this list in particular. For okra, I want to do 3 to 4 different varieties. I know I want to do the burgundy again, which I loved, the green velvet or Clemson spineless. Those are traditional okras that I grow in my garden every year. And then I want to try this okra, this white velvet okra, which I also purchased from So True Seeds. So I'm super excited about that. Sorry, my kids, my teenagers were getting a little rowdy. All right. So then for fruit, the next fruit, I'm only going to do one fruit. Last year I did do cantaloupe. No, year before I did cantaloupe. Last year I did watermelon. I did get a harvest from both. I got a harvest the year before with the cantaloupe. Last year I did get a cup of watermelon. This year I'm going to try this Minnesota mini, which I'm not sure if it's the same as Minnesota midget. I'm not sure. So I am going to try this, and I'm going to grow it on a trellis. So I'm excited about that. This was purchased from So True Seeds as well. And it's a small, like 4-inch cantaloupe. It's supposed to be very sweet. And the good thing about that is that a lot of people in my home don't eat cantaloupe. It's probably just one of me, myself, and another one of my children. I think my baby will eat cantaloupe, maybe two, my baby and my middle son. I think they will both eat cantaloupe with me. For flowers, I'm going to do Goldie Double, which is a large branching sunflower. This was purchased from Johnny's. I'm going to do Linen, which is a zinnia, a new variety from Johnny's. And that's it. I did not think I had that many new varieties, but I'm excited for the season. I cannot wait. Oh, and then I have new varieties of onions that I have not sown before, and it's a bunch of them. I have done a video of those already. So aside from those onion varieties, these are the varieties that are new to my garden. I think I'm done shopping. I may take one more look at So True Seeds website just because they have free shipping, just through the end of this week, through the end of the month. I think free shipping ends this month. So it was just through December. So take advantage, guys. Please let me know what new varieties you're growing in your 2026 garden.